boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. At Denny Stadium, as we'll see a participant. Their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing. Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch that.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This runs.
Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference, so a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, with a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback will keep it. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Over.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got him up for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. First and 10 from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality. And
he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Might be calling a hot route. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. Showing off the arm. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Let's talk about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense.
On the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy.
Touchdown time! The finisher and the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's caught. It's Wilson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's won.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Tosses it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. One more snap coming before halftime. Direct snap. It's Brown. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. The tip drill worked. Oh, we go. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stop here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over.
Still taking care of the football.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Dropping back, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. Great movement. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Gators 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart. Man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the pass. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Big big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Off play action. He's going to let it go. He's on it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be... Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll get rid of it. Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Still on his feet. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We're going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift-wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Slips a tackle. Blasted as he lets it go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result,
Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they... The Gators in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got...
He lofts it high. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback adapting. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.